What's going on, YouTube? This is none other than your King of the Night, 57, Vincent Valentine EX Turk, and we're here to discuss a topic, just like a vlog. Actually, this must be more of a vlog, because I say it's a vlog, so it is a vlog. So, my question is in my vlog, are white rappers whack? Not really. I think whackness and whacktivity, sorry I can't say that, but whacktivity is most likely depending on the level and skill. You don't have to be from the hood to become a good rapper. And look at your mostly SoundCloud rappers. You think they're really from all of them from the hood? Not all of them. I actually found out Trippie Redd did not live in the hood, so so there's your whole thing. You don't have to do that, and you don't have to. I think it's just objective because anyone can perform any kind of music. Anyone can perform any kind of music, and it's really about the level of skill and precision and what you're trying to get a hold of. Now, what I consider whack, like when it comes to rapping about stuff, would be pretty much like rapping about stuff that you're not really part of. What I mean by not part of is if you're not really from the projects, but you rap about being in being in gangs and being catching bodies when you really don't. I'd consider that whack, just because you're faking, you're telling a lie, you're sounding a lie. And same thing with also rapping about being rich when you're poor. When you're rapping about being rich, but you're really poor, you don't get you make minimum wage, you live off food stamps, but you talk about how rich you are, and your music would be kind of whack, because again, you're selling a false image. You're selling a lie. I think whacktivity really is on maybe, and I'm not saying those can't be a subject of songs. They could be a subject of songs. By no means, they're not no subject of songs. They could be a subject of any song. I'm just saying for people who go around here trying to officialize that they're either one of the two, then it's whack. But it's mostly not because of the musician talent. It's mostly the fact that they're trying to sell a false image. And when you try to sell a false image, then yeah, you are whack for trying to sell a false image. It's just as bad as the ones who have no skills or talent and actually think that they do. Now, granted, I rap only because it's a hobby. I like music, so I want to be as close to any music as possible. Since for your time. But I do have at least a little bit more skill and talent than some people who try to make it famous and fail to do that, And that's because I focus on what I want to write, what I'm feeling in the moment, what goes on in my life, what goes on in the world. I'm more of a conscious type of one. I'm a mix of conscious and alternative type of stuff, that like XXXTentacion and Scarlord. It's the kind of stuff I like to write. But nonetheless, I think the two kind of whackness has something to do if you have less talent and you're trying to get big and famous. And then there's also a whackness if you're trying to sell a lie and say that you're either rich or you have caught bodies before. Then I guess it would be kind of whack. But I don't think I think anyone could become a rapper. Anyone could become a rapper. You know, even an old granny from a nursing home could put some banger traps, banger trap type of stuff, and probably even make it if they wanted to. I mean, I don't know if they'll make it like in the music industry, but at least they'd get placed on SoundCloud. In fact, it'd probably be an internet sensation if you took a grandmother from a nursing home and made her record tracks. But you know, people sell their music over the flow because now you can get free beats on YouTube just like that. Matter of fact, I use royalty-free beats, so there's a little history, there's a little fact and truth right there about me. You know, you can, you know. There is, but I think anyone can become a rapper. I don't think it takes this, even a rich person, could. But it's the point I'm trying to say, activity is either the lack of skill, to me, or, the lack of bars, lack of skill, the subject matter is stupid, it doesn't catch people's interests, or repeating the same thing others rappers have done, or talking about how rich you are when you're actually poor, or talking about you caught bodies before when you live in like a super nice neighborhood. The only bodies you've caught is in Fortnite or Call of Duty, if anything else. But nonetheless, I think activity is a subjective thing. Now, to some people, that might be the case, but to me, I consider activity myself would be the lack of skill, selling a false image, or repeating the same things others do, hoping that it's going to get you more famous. Which I think people need to come up with like different kind of lyrics than what they already have. And if you do become a SoundCloud rapper, from what I know from being one, is try to make your songs different than the others. Don't just keep repeating. And I see like the big mainstream type of rappers who made it big off of SoundCloud, trying to write the same exact thing, and then people get bored, and then people don't want to buy their music. Try to expand your genre and taste and go through everything. Even if you just do the metal screamo rap like I do, and try to expand your lyrics and make something else besides something that's the same as that. Try to do better than your last album. Your last popular single, your last club banger. Make a club banger way better than the one you made before. But that's my advice for at least for a SoundCloud rap, is try to make things different than it already was before. But nonetheless, activity only involves, like I said, selling a false lie, repeating the same lyrics, over flexing, repeating the same stuff as other SoundCloud rappers, thinking that, because Lil Pump makes these weird sounds, I can make these weird sounds and get famous. No. Lil Pump has his own thing. You need to come up with what makes you special, what makes you unique. Even if you don't become famous, people will listen to you if you're unique. Uniqueness actually sells a lot more than just the same stuff over and over. Now, don't get me wrong. You do have the kind of beat that makes girls want to twerk in a club. You do need that club banger. I'm not saying you don't need that club banger. You do need that club banger. You want females to be able to dance to your music. So you want to put that in there. But I'm just saying, if you focus on a lyrical bass type of talent, try to make different lyrics than what you already have before in previous songs, But I don't think particularly white rappers are whack. I think they're just as talented as any other kind of rappers. To be quite honest, it depends on if they're skilled, if they're flexing too much, if they're selling a false image, or if they just try to repeat over and over, and be repetitive. And you know, it depends what you listen to. Like, I'll be honest, I really don't like Macklemore, and you know, that much. But for like when it comes to white rappers, I recommend, if you want to listen to white rappers, I would listen to like Paul Wall or something like that. Paul Wall has a unique stuff going with him, you know. Some and Eminem, I do listen to some Eminem, you know. I actually do. In fact, my granny actually listens to Eminem. You'd be surprised, my granny actually listens to Eminem. But nonetheless, it's the whackness comes from lack of skill, sounding alive, repeating the same lyrics, just doing stuff that's not going to really be beneficial. But anyone could actually get into being a rapper. Anyone could. That's why I started, which is really weird because I transitioned from a death metal, deathcore type of music, like really hard deathcore music, when I was in my deathcore bands, to this screamo rap that I'm doing right now. And if you do focus on a certain type of genre of rap, I would focus on trying to make more of that, but also still keeping the uniqueness of your stuff, still keeping the uniqueness of your songs, while also staying focused on the genre you're trying to focus on the demographic that you're trying to appeal to, or the stuff that you're trying to write. You know. But nonetheless, I don't think personally white rappers particularly are whack. Again, whack to me is just, it's more what you call, well, I'm trying to think what that word is. It's more of what you call, what is that word? It's more, it's subjective. One people think something is different. To me, it's just like a skill, repeating the same lyrics, selling a false image or lying. You know, just stuff that's just not going to really help your image. Because part of the music, too, even if you just do like what I do, and I do screamo rap, you know, even for screamo rap, as well as other parts of raps, even like Chirac stuff, you know, regular hip-hop, club hip-hop, the list goes on. You gotta do something that helps your image, because it's not only about the music. People think it's only about the music. Music is good. The music gets you going, but you also gotta think about your image too, because you're selling an image as well too. So may the crystal be with you, and that's my opinion on this. I mean, thank you for watching.